Welcome to Rainey Reads. I'm reading some Christmas stories. These are just small little books. This one's by Creative Child Press called Santa's Magic Bag, written by Susan Karnofsky, illustrated by Kathleen Doon. Zoe Zita lived in the last house on the last street of the very last town that Santa Claus visited. One Christmas Eve, Santa Claus forgot his magic bag and left it under Zoe's Christmas tree. At first, Zoe didn't notice the old empty bag. It was lying under the tree in a heap. In fact, the bag would have been thrown away if it hadn't been for her brother Zachary. He found it after he opened all his other gifts, which didn't take very long because Zachary was always the first to unwrap everything. He was also the first to ask, "Are there any more?" Zachary picked up the large sack and looked inside. He gasped. Zachary was surprised because Santa's bag was magic. Anyone who looked into Santa's bag always got whatever they wanted. Zachary pulled out a brand new fancy computer game. "Wow!" he screamed. "Oh my," said his mother. "Well, this is quite something," said his father. When Zoe's mother looked in the bag, she pulled out a beautiful, expensive sweater. "Why, Harry, you shouldn't have." "I didn't," Zoe's father replied, and looking in the bag for some answer. He pulled out a new fishing rod. "What do you know?" he muttered. "It's the one you wanted from the fancy catalog," Zoe's mother exclaimed. "Henrietta." He looked at Zoe's mother. She shrugged her shoulders and shook her head. Not me. Meanwhile, Zoe just stood there, watching. Zoe was very different from her brother Zachary. She wasn't shy. She wasn't afraid. She just liked to look at things first, until she understood as much as she could. Zachary grabbed the bag again and peered in. He pulled out a new pair of boxing gloves. "All right!" he shouted. He looked in again and pulled out a fancy toy truck. "Yes!" Then he pulled out 4 new plastic action figures. "Yeah!" He didn't stop. He pulled out toy after toy after toy. Soon the room was filled with things he had grabbed from Santa's bag. "What are you going to go for?" "Oh, sorry about that, guys." "The bag is magic," he shouted. "It's not ours," Zoe said. "Who says? It's under our tree," Zachary shouted. "Santa left it here, and you know it." "Finders keepers, losers weepers," Zachary sneered. "Give it to me," Zoe said. "What are you going to ask for?" Zachary asked. "Are you going to ask for a real electric car, or some ponies, or something neat like that?" So he took the bag. "I'm going to ask for Christmas," she whispered. So he took a deep breath and looked down into the bag. A wonderful, happy feeling filled Zoe. She laughed out loud. Then, in the blink of an eye, the bag disappeared. Only a small piece of gold paper remained, fluttering to the floor. "The bag's gone!" Zachary screamed. "You stupid! We had the bag! We could have had anything we wanted! What did you do? What did you ask for?" "I asked for Christmas," Zoe smiled. She was filled with a new happiness that just wouldn't go away. "That's all? I just want there to always be Christmas for everyone," she said, picking up the little piece of gold paper that had fluttered to the ground. In beautiful letters, she reads the words, "Thank you. Merry Christmas. Love, Santa." The end.